This is the Kobe Bryant Film Room. You're now rocking with the Behind the Bench Sports Network, man. You can find Rashad, JB, Kelvin, Big Dog Talk Sports, and me, Kobe Bryant Film Room. I also want to send a special shout out to Who is Hendo, man, my dog, man. Just got off the phone with him yesterday, chopping it up, talking about some business, man. And hopefully we'll be doing a video together soon. Get that out to you guys. But I wanted to talk about this topic with Caitlyn Clark, right? Caitlyn Clark is an amazing women's basketball player. I love her game. She's like the female Steph Curry, in my opinion. She's a baller, absolute beast, a monster, a savage on the court, and I love her game, right? I think she's going to change women's basketball forever, along with Angel Reese, right? But there's something that she did that I did not like, that I seen. And I think as athletes, we have to stop doing this, right? I think these guys have to stop, trying to reenact greatness, right? So she took a still photo, as you see on your screen. That's her posing like the 2001 NBA Finals. And the reason why this bothered me, I wasn't mad about it, but it did bother me a little bit because she won the Big Ten, right? But, okay, you want to celebrate, that's fine. But she's trying to basically make it look like she's taking the championship home, right? Before she won the championship, right? And so if you're going to be like Kobe, right, job's not done, right? The job's not done. And a lot of people going to have a problem with me saying this. You can't celebrate before you win, right? And to me, I think somebody needs to get in touch with Caitlyn Clark, get her and kill these bad habits, right? Because this right here is a bad habit, right? She's very talented, very gifted, and she may very well win it all. But when Kobe was doing what he was doing, number one, he won the championship. The second reason why she doesn't need to try and do this is because Kobe was going through some things that year, with his family. So when you see Kobe posing like that, right, it wasn't for the cameras. It was because his parents didn't support his relationship with Vanessa Bryant, right? And why is this important? Because Vanessa Bryant was the love of Kobe's life. And that was the woman he was going to be with. That's the woman he chose to marry and have kids with, right? But at the time, his parents didn't approve of the relationship because she was Latina. So her being who she was, they didn't support that, right? So therefore, it put a strain on Kobe and his parents' relationships. And even to this day, they didn't really make it right before he left, right? And so he was I know he had a lawsuit at one point in time against his parents, right? So this is a guy who had issues in that series, in that season, just couldn't hold it in, once he won, And I think that Caitlyn Clark, I don't think she did it to disrespect him. I think she did it to kind of be like, hey, this is a cool Mamba moment, and I'm doing the Mamba mentality and things like that. But these players have no idea, bro. People paid the cost in order to be the boss, man. They paid the cost, bro. And it's just like somebody reenacting the Michael Jordan video when he won his third championship, right? Michael Jordan's father died, so it's like somebody laying on the ground trying to be like Mike, and it's like, bro, that's not a fun moment for Mike. There was a lot of pain. There was like a lot of pain and a lot of suffering that went into that moment, and just the tribute of doing it for his dad. You know what I mean? The going back to Kobe, the emotions that came by not seeing your parents in the stands. Any one of you who played sports knows what it's like to not see your parents in the stands, to want them at your big games, right? You know how that feels. Imagine winning a championship and you look into the crowd. Everybody you care about is there except for your parents. The people who, his dad groomed him to play basketball, basically. His dad, if it wasn't for his dad, Kobe wouldn't have been who he was, basketball-wise, right? And so, emotionally, it just took a lot out of him. And so, with Caitlyn Clark and these new players, they got to understand, bro, I'm not trying to nitpick just because I'm old school or whatever the case may be. I just want you guys to carve out your own path. Stop trying to reenact these photos. And I hope you're educated, or you educate yourself on why photos are being taken. Don't just see something and do it. Learn the history behind it, because that's how you honor somebody. You honor somebody by not doing that, right? Make your own path. Make your own way. You're Caitlyn Clark. Do your Caitlyn Clark thing. Don't try and be Kobe, because one thing people are going to do is they're going to criticize you. Well, Kobe wouldn't do this. Kobe wouldn't do that. Well, that's not the Mamba mentality. You're opening up yourself to extreme criticism. Instead of, if you just do things your way, stay on the narrow path, and just get money like you've been doing, everybody will be cool with that. But once you start comparing yourself to a pantheon great, you're going to have some issues. You're going to have some real issues. And don't bring this on yourself. There's been a lot of players, NBA and WNBA, who brought things on themselves unnecessarily. Like, you're a beast, you're a dog. Just keep it that way. And then you could come up with your own sayings. Right? You don't have to be Kobe. You can come up with your own mantra. Kobe went through a lot trying to be the next Jordan. A lot was on his plate, man. A lot. And so he realized over time it's too much of a burden. You just be yourself, man. Carve out your own path. Some people gonna think you're the greatest of all time. Some people ain't. That's what it is. You got to learn how to appreciate the game. Don't try and manufacture this GOAT stuff, bro. Don't even take part in it. But, I think Caitlyn Clark is a monster, man. And, as you guys know, at the Behind the Bench Sports Network, we appreciate the women's basketball game. We see a lot of young talent coming in, and she's one of them. She's an absolute animal. I love her game. And we will continue to promote people like Caitlyn Clark, people like Juju Watkins, right? People like Angel Reese, and the other stars of female basketball. They have a very bright future. But I'm gonna tell you, I didn't like this. I wasn't mad or anything like some people were. How can you do this? Blah blah blah. I wasn't like that. I was just chilling to watch. I was like, nah, that's not a good look for Caitlyn. Somebody got to educate her about the story behind that. It's pain, and the fact that you did that and you didn't win the national title, you got to stay focused. No pre-celebrations, we got to get the big one, period. The big one is the only thing that matters. If you ain't in it for winning championships, I don't want to see a post about Kobe. Right? So any of y'all athletes, I hope this gets back to her camp. Right? It probably won't, but I hope this video gets back to her camp. Kobe was about winning championships. Right? So it's not good enough. They asked him how he felt during the Orlando series, right? They said, you gonna smile? Job's not done. The job's not done. Right? They already won the Western Conference finals, and they're in it with Orlando, and he was up in the series. the job is not done. So this Big 12 stuff, no. You need to bring the national championship home and stay focused, man. Stay focused. Because otherwise, you're going to prove people like Cheryl Swoops right. You're going to fold and you're going to prove her right because some people are waiting for you to fail. And I don't know if race is involved or she just don't like you or she jealous of how y'all getting paid or whether, I don't know. But you're giving people a reason to criticize you. Don't give people a reason to criticize you. Don't do it. Don't do it. And ESPN, as far as ESPN, they do anything to try and overshadow what Kobe brought to the table. I'm not watching ESPN no more, y'all. The only time I will cover them is if I need material. If they just say something outrageous. But I'm not watching them on a daily basis, yo. Can't do it. Can't do it. It's a clown show. But anyways, this is the Kobe Bryant Film Room. I just wanted to shoot you guys this quick video and let you guys know how I felt about that. Because I am the Kobe Bryant Film Room. I do cover Kobe material on my channel. Subscribe to my channel, the Kobe Bryant Film Room. I didn't like it. And so, like or subscribe to Behind the Bench Sports Network, man. We're going to continue to try and pump out this content for y'all. And I'll holla. Peace.